Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Monday, November the 23rd. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you may have for me, you can use this email address. This is a link for the free room. It is 100% free. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free room. Room is open Monday to Friday between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I share my screen live on the mic. In the email you're getting, you will see a promotional code for 25% off. Now, it's supposed to expire tonight, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. It may be active tomorrow, but no guarantees. So you'll see the promo code. What is it called? It's Test Drivers. Well, you'll see it. Test Drivers, all in capital letters, 25%, numeric 25 and percent. And you'll see it though, it's all in capital letters. Now, just want to bring in, okay, this is something that I think a lot of people in the trading room traded today. And this was my thesis, I guess we'll call it, in the pre-market. So I should bring in the daily chart on it also. Let me just, actually, the monthly chart is even better. Just give me a moment here. Okay, so this is fuel cell, FCEL. So I saw this action in the pre-market, and of course this is part of the the EV sector. But look how much it has lagged. In fact, what I have to do is show you this. This is a much better view of it. Look how much this has lagged when you compare it to something like Plug. Look at Plug, look at that monthly chart. Remember what the fuel cell monthly chart looked like. And look at Ballard, BLDP. Same thing, look at that monthly chart. Look at the difference. And now I'm gonna bring back fuel cell. Now, if you've been in the room long enough, you know that I used to hate seeing these every day. This is a couple of years ago. We used to see them, fuel cell, Ballard, and BLDP, and Plug. And I used to just completely disregard them, okay? They used to almost trade the same every single time. But obviously, Plug and Ballard have just absolutely screamed higher, whereas fuel cell, for whatever reason, and I'm not trying to compare all three companies in terms of the fundamentals, because somebody might be sitting out there going, wow, fuel cell doesn't have the same fundamentals. And that's probably correct. But all I looked at was this in the pre-market, and then looking at this on that monthly chart. And I was saying, if you're in the pre-market show with me, I said, I really like this one because of the void. Look at the void looking left on that monthly chart. Now, it is a big float. I mean, it's not a low float, 277 million in the float, but I really like this one. So bottom line is I traded this one a couple of times. 631, I got in at 631, and this 631, it was actually from my watch list a little bit later, but I took the trade at 631, right around here, well, right there, in fact, that's why that line is there. Got out most of it around 685 and 685 and 671, sorry, because I was a little bit worried. If you look at the weekly chart on it, you can see, where was that weekly chart? You have to go back a bit. Right there on that week, that's right. So that was February of 2019, so about a little over a year and a half ago. The high was 708. You can just, if I kept it on there, you'd have to see, if you just look in the high, it says 708. So I was a little concerned that it might stall right at 708 or 7. So that's why I took it out. But then I said, you know what though, if it gets over 708, I want to get back into this trade. And that's what I did. I got back in at, I think it was 720, right in this area here, and rode it. Look at this, it got all the way up to 839. I did sell some out before it hit 8, just in case I couldn't get out of 8, and got out the balance just around here. So a couple of trades on the FCEL, but hopefully I've laid it out why I was interested in the first place. Just take a look at this monthly chart and you can see, this massive void. Now there's a part of me that if it can recover and get back over 8, I may in fact take the trade again and maybe hold it. You know, especially if it gets close to the high, I may hold it and see what happens tomorrow and going forward. So that turned out to be just a fantastic trade for many, many, many of us in the trading room. Just you know, on a percentage basis, hard to beat. Now, do you want to talk a little bit about a couple of the AI trades? Pola, as an example. Notice where the alert is at 538, and there was the exit at 538. In other words, no gain. For those of you who are bound and determined that want to, let me click on the alert so you're going to see where it is. Bound and determined to auto trade the AI. This is a great example of why I don't believe in auto trading the AI. Because if you auto traded it and you got out when the AI got out, you would have got out for no gain. Now, a couple of things. Here was the alert at 538, and it got all the way up to 560, 569, 570, and then it pulled back. So if you were in this, you know, and you got in at 538 or close, I mean, you had to take some out on this, you know, on this move down. You had to, if you're a true trader. And then, you know, maybe you get out of everything. Sure, that's fine. And then get back in, because I mean, this is again one of the EV plays. And look what it did before it pulled back. I mean, remember, this got from 538, got all the way up to 650. I mean, that's over $1 on a $5 stock. Big percentage move. So, you know, and then, you know, you want to get out some more here. And I don't, you know, now it turns into a bit of a more difficult trade when you have the topping tails and the bottoming tails. But all I'm saying is that, you know, I use the AI like a watch list. You know, I don't get too hung up about wanting to auto trade it or at all. I use it as a watch list. Wasn't able really to pay too much attention to it today because there was so much else going on for me, especially from my watch list. You know, let's take a look at what happened. GP. Now this one, 28.28. This popped up to 20. What did it get up to? 28.62 before it pulled back. Arrow actually did a financing, 996, but it did get up to 1063. Net element, I don't think this one moved that much. 1422, well, it got up to 1472. Look at this one, Candy. Even though you might have thought it was super late, 1369. I mean, here's where the alerts are happening. 1369 got up to 1496. I think the G-Tech was unbelievable. 558, and it pulled back, but then later on got up to 750. Now I could keep going on and on. I mean, the Mara, $4, got up to 470. Flowtech or FTech, 172, up to 259. On and on. Even the fuel cell, you would have thought maybe that was going to be late. 667. I mean, here are when the alerts happen. 667 up to 845. So again, if you want to follow my watch list all day long, all you have to do is from the toolbar, click on New, and then Channel Bar, and then My Watch List right here. My watch list right there. Remember, everything in the channel bar is a layout, so before you do that, make sure you do save your layout to the cloud. You can only have one layout loaded at a time. So I definitely want to get back into the room, see if fuel cell gets back over 8, and maybe I'll get back into it, and maybe, just maybe, I will hold it and you know, take it from there. So I want to bring back the capture program, and if you have any questions for me, this is the email address you can use. The link for the free room, 100% free, and I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern. I hope to